So today we start with our topic examining the initial basic feasible solution for node degeneracy. Means whether your solution which we find from your northwest rule, Vogel's method or least cost method, that initial basic feasible solution that we find from above these three methods are degeneracy solution or non-degeneracy solution. So for that, a solution which we find is non-degenerate solution if it satisfies two property. And first property say that the number of allocation should be exactly equal to, not less than, it should be exactly equal to number of row plus number of column minus 1, that is m plus n minus 1. Another thing, these allocation must be in independent positions. What does it means here independent position? Like in your this example, these positions are independent. Why so these are independent? If we trying to join these with the straight lines like this, if I am trying to join this, then downward, then right side, then right, then down, then right. So I'm drawing a straight line point to point only. So if at this point, if I see right side there is no point, straight we have no points, so we are stop here because we are unable to join another point by the straight line. That means your left, right, up, down only, not diagonally. So at this situation, at this position, if you see here, your these are open circuit. This is your open circuit. So if circuit is open, no closed circuit is possible by joining these points. Then this allocation is called independent allocation. Like in next example, you can start with any point. You may start from this point, you can start from this point, you can start from this point. It's your choice, totally your choice. If start here, go there. So no right side, no your this side, we have no point where we can join. So this is also open circuit is possible here. So no closed circuit, so it is independent position. For non-independent position, so if you see in this, if you draw right, down, left, up, so this is a closed circuit. Similarly in this example also, you go right side, down side, left, up, left, up. So this is again a closed circuit. It is not necessary to touch all the allocations. It is not necessary to touch the all allocation. So if you find any one closed circuit in allocation by joining the points, that means this is not independent, that means dependent positions. So if positions are dependent, it is generation degenerate case. But for we require always non degenerate. So for non degenerate, we have two conditions. One is your position are independent. Another is your allocations should be equal to number of row plus column minus 1. So next is your transportation algorithm for minimization problem, and the method name is your Modi method. This is very important method. First we find the initial solution by using the northwest method, least cost or Vogel method. You can choose any of these three. It's your choice. But after finding the initial solution, we are require optimized solution, and optimal solution can be find out by using Modi method. So just stepwise, I just read this, and parallelly I'm trying to apply this on your one problem. So first of all, construct the transportation table, entering the original capacity AIs and requirement BJ and their cost. These we enter in a table always. Now find the initial basic solution by Vogel method or any of given method you can choose. It's your choice. So first of all, we can choose one example and proceed up to step 2. The same example we already discussed. So we already discussed for this example all the three method: northwest, least cost, and Vogel. So if you see here, find an optimal solution. This is the table. First thing you needed to add all availability. You needed to add requirement. So if you add this, this is 7 plus 9, 16 plus 18 is 34. Similarly here also 5 plus 8, 13 plus 7, 20 plus 14, 34. So it is a balanced problem. Always your problem should be balanced. First thing you need to check this. If it is not balanced, you require to or convert this into a balanced problem. For this you can check our previous lecture. Applying your now Vogel method. This Vogel method we already applied in your last lecture. So after applying Vogel method, you can find this solution. If you see here, the allocation is 5, 2, 7, 2, 8, and 10. These are the allocation at these locations only. If you multiply this with corresponding cost, as we know that this in box we have the cost, in brackets we have the cost of items which we actively here. W1, W2, W3, W4 are warehouses where we need to send the products, and from these three factories we say F1, F2, and F3. So up to here we already done in your previous lecture, and after multiplying we find the cost which is 779. This is by Vogel method. Now after finding this, you check the node degeneracy here. So we have two conditions here. One is your number of row plus number of column minus 1 should be the total allocation. So if you count allocation here, first you put here m is your number of row is 3, number of column we have are 4, so it is 3 plus 4 7 minus 1 is 6. Now we check the allocation. We have allocation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we also have 6 allocations. So first condition is satisfied. Now next condition, you try to join these lines by a closed circuit. If closed circuit is possible, then it is independent and case is degeneracy case. But if it is joining position are independent, independent means already say when you try to join this 5 with your 2, then this 2, then you can go, if you go left there is no further point, so it is independent. So instead of going from this 2 then 10 then go to 8, we also unable to join further any point. So this is open circuit, so your position is independent. So both the conditions satisfied, number of allocation is equal to m plus n minus 1, and it is independent also. So we say it is no degeneracy case, or if no degeneracy is possible or available, then we say optimal test is satisfied. That means we can get the optimal solution by using Modi method. Now we can see the further algorithm of Modi method. Now this algorithm step 3 says for all basic variables mean allocated positions with the value xij, solve the system of equation, that is u plus v, where u is your availability and this is your requirement. is equal to Cij, like here in your this example. Just a wait, please. So here step 3, that solve the system of the equation where u plus v is equal to Cij. That means we choose u and v like that. If we add u and v, we get the value Cij. Cij is cost of the same cell. So ij, for which location ij is in the basis. So this calculation, this u and v, so that the cost is Cij, we do for your the basis. Initially with some ui 0. So for the starting, we can consider any of your ui is equal to 0 or vj is equal to 0. So first we try to find out this u and vi, sorry, ui and vj in step third. After doing this, step 4 says calculate dij, which is Cij minus ui plus vj. So cost minus this ui plus vj. Now here you may have the one question in your mind. If u plus v is equal to c, so it should be 0. But we require to calculate this dij for non-basic cells, but we calculate u plus vj from the all bases. But here we calculate for from all, but we put this on the non-basic cells only. So just try to check this, how we can do this. We can go to the examples. So this is our example. So we check ui vj for the basic variables, as in yes, here it's written. We calculate this ui plus vj in the cell basics. You say basic or basis, same thing, right? So for first we do this. So basic variables are those variable, those location where allocations already occur. So already occur are at one location, 1 4 2 3. Now just again the form the table, or you say box, and these are the basic locations. Basic locations, and this x11 14 23 24 32 34, these are the locations. Now I'm writing here u1 u2 u3 v1 v2 v3 v4. Now you needed to calculate your ui and vj. How you can start? You just choose any of these value as 0. So in this particular example, we assume u3 is 0. It's not necessary you can take u3 is equal to 0. You may choose u4 is equal to 0. It's your choice, right? No problem in this, to which value you can, or these allocation are maximum. So this is just an idea, nothing special. You can choose arbitrarily, no problem. So here I choose u3 is equal to 0. So once u3 is 0, the formula says we choosing ui and vj in such a way so that it equal to Cij. That means if we have u, so v is your Cij minus ui, right? Or similarly, if we have the v, so u is Cij minus v. So here the cost is this Cij, u is given to us. So if it is given or known to us, I just subtract 20 minus 0, that is your v4, right? So because the sum of this v and this u should be this Cij as per as this formula. So if I have u3, I just subtract cost, like here. If this is v4, that is C34. I'm just writing this for your understanding only, and U3. So this U3 is your 0, cost is your 20, minus sign is there, so V4 is your 20. So 20 minus U3 is 0, sorry, 20 minus 0 is your V4, so which is 20. Similarly, you can calculate this also, because in this complete row, you can find for this all allocation which lies in third row. So here your value is 8 cost. 8 minus U is 0, that is 8 minus 0 is your 8. So V2 you get is 0. Now by using this V4, you know that this V4 plus U1 should be 10. So we use 10 minus 20 is minus 10. So we get the value of U1 now. Similarly, 60 minus 20 is your U2 now. Now we have all U1, U2, U3. So by using U1, you can calculate this location, all the point in first row. So corresponding value of V we can calculate, that is this cost minus this U, that is minus 10. So 19 minus 10 is plus 10, that is 29. We can calculate this one. Similarly, for this 40 minus this 40 is your 0, we get the V3. Hope so you understand this, how we can calculate your U1, U2, U3 and V1, V2, V3, V4 similar. So after calculating all these,
सर
जी विवेक,
सर ये यू और वी की रैंडम वैल्यूज लिए या फिर कुछ रीजन है इसके पीछे?
this is the formula
जो
ui
U1 की
ui plus vj is equal to cij. That means
ओके सर,
v1 plus u1 should be equal to this cost, v4 and u1 should be equal to this 10. If you go for the location now, what is this location? This location is location second row and third column. So second row u plus third row v, addition should be 40, right? So for this
सर
we
तो
can
हम
in the
सर हम U2 की जगह 0 भी ले सकते थे.
in starting we choose only one value is equal to 0, so that I have choose u3 only. So only one
ओके
value
सर,
you
तो
can choose 0. Only one value you can choose 0. Or in emergency you can go for the 2 value maximum. Remaining should be go through the calculation only. Like here I choose this equal to 0. So from this formula your V is what? V can be calculated cost minus U. If it is Ij, so it is also I minus, right? And you can get Vj. So that is 20 minus this cost. This 20 is C, U is 0. 20 minus 0, that give you a V4, okay?
हाँ जी सर, वो तो समझ आ गया मुझे.
जी.
मुझे ये समझना है, जैसे आपने V1 29 ले दिया, ठीक है?
मैंने लिया नहीं है. I have not taken this my own. Similarly,
अच्छा,
I
तो आपने
do 8 minus 0, you get this V2. Similarly, using this V4, I use 10 minus 20, I get minus 10. 60 minus 20, I get this 40, right? Now for this V1, I use this cost and minus 10 because I have this value now. So minus and minus 10 is plus 10, that give you a 29. Now for this V3, I use 40 minus 40. So that 40 minus 40 is 0. Hope so it's okay now.
हाँ सर, मतलब आपने सिर्फ U30 लिया है, बस ये है
Only
ना सर?
U3 I have took 0. Remaining I use this formula to calculate other values.
ठीक है सर, ठीक है सर,
Okay.
थैंक यू सर।
So once you get this value, the formula or algorithm or Modi method says, now you calculate your Dij for non-basic cell. So what does it means? Non-basic here, the cell where allocation is not present. So if you see here, so these remaining cell, these two, this one, and this one. So we have 6 location. So you just write down the Cij of these locations in new table, or you just check your Cij from your just main statement, like these two 30 50, or I think these two 70 30 40 and 70. So just write down one more table which called Cij. So I just write down at location where allocation is yet not present. So this is called the non-basic cells. So I write here 30, 50, 70 and 30, 40, 70. Now same locations you can calculate ui vj. You know that you already calculated your u1 is your minus 10. You already calculated this. You can check from above. U3 you assume is I think I remember 0, and U2 you calculated is, you may check from this, your U2 is 40, and your V1 is, sorry, this is 40. V1 you already done is 29. Similarly, V2 we already calculated is your, I think 8. V3 is your 0. And V4, if you check this V4, I think V4 is 20. You can check above. Now for non-basic, just you find out this location is first row, second column. So first row is minus 10 U1 and column is 8. So minus 10 plus 8 is your minus 2. Similarly for this, you can calculate at this location, that is your U1 plus 0, that is minus 10 plus 0 is minus 10. Similarly here it is 40 plus 29, 69. So for this you can calculate by adding this 40 plus 8. So you needed to add u plus v only for non-basic cell where allocation is not present. So similarly this is 29 plus 0. So this is your 0 plus 0. So after this allocation you needed to calculate dij. So for the dij you just subtract this corresponding c and u plus v. So 30 minus 2, that is 32. Similarly next is your 50 minus 10 plus 10, that is your 60. 70 minus,
सर ये V4 कैसे आया सर, एक बताना। 20 V4 20
you just check this table, we already calculated here, right? Okay,
okay sir, okay
that is your 20 cost minus this u0, that 20 minus 0 is your 20. We took all these value from this table and write down there. Actually I'm not I'm just interested in these u plus v, where allocation not present, right? So you just add corresponding u and v. Here it is minus 10, here it is 8. So u plus v you write here, then minus 10 and 0 you can write here, but in a new table only, right? So in a new table we calculate Cij for non-basic cells and also u plus v. After that we take the difference of these, that is dij. So this difference is your 30 minus 48, that is minus 18. Then 40 minus 29 is 11. 70 minus 0 is your 70. So after doing this, we have completed your step 4. So now we can check the algorithm. So algorithm say if all Dij of current basic solution is optimal, if all Dij are greater than or equal to 0. So those Dij we checked, if all Dij are greater or equal to 0, we get our final solution, that is optimal, previous solution which is optimal, because this is only testing. So optimal applying test by examine in your step 4, that is Dij. If all Dij are positive, greater or equal to 0, your solution is optimal. But if at least one is negative, if at least one is negative, suppose that is particular location XRS, which is choose most negative. So if we have more than one negative, then we choose most negative, or if we have one negative, so obviously we choose that only. Suppose its location is RS, rth row and jth column. Then we put this into, enter into a basic cell. Basic means where allocation present in your solution, we already discussed, right? Solution under test is not optimal if any Dij is negative, and in that case we require further improvement. And how we do that improvement? We enter that negative location variable into your basic cell. How we do that? This is the next question. So for that we can go in a step 6. Step 6 say the variable XRS enter the basic cell now. Then for that allocate an unknown quantity, we say theta, to the cell RS. So you can just add RS at that location. That is allocation, right? Then construct a loop that start with your RS location and end also at RS location. Connect some of basic cells, that should connect some of basic cells. How we do that? And after that, the amount theta is add and subtract from the transition cells. How we do this? This we can check in example only of the loop in such a manner the availability of requirement remains satisfied. So how we do this? We can check this. So calculated Dij. If you see here, we have one negative value. So that means the solution. Which solution? We calculated here in Vogel method, right? This solution is not optimal solution. It's mean this. If all value are positive here, Dij or positive, then we say that solution is optimal solution. But in our case, the location second column having negative value. So next X22 is entering in the basics. Now it should enter in the basic cells. So how we do this, how we put this into active cell, we may discuss this in your next lectures, right?